It's your boy Drew here, back on another video, and today I got such a video for you guys, man. Today we're going to be back with the Tournament of Power Season 45 Best Team Guides with the time steps and everything. So you guys know that every time a TOP season ends, you guys know I always post the Best Teams Guide, and I also do the walkthrough for part 1 and part 2. So there's a new season, there's gonna be new units in Z tier and S tier, so that means we gotta change up our team. So I just wanted, before we go into everything, I definitely want to show you guys my rank for last season. So we actually go to last season and go to my rank. I was actually 1,160 with that regen team basically, bro. So yeah, we definitely secured that 1,000 Chrono Crystals, bro. So that's pretty nice and all that good stuff. So this is a little intro. I want to say that you definitely want to, some tips that I want you guys to give. You guys are new to this channel and everything, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and turn on the notification. Whenever I do post or go live, you guys get notified, and subscribing definitely helps, and liking the video helps for us to grow as a channel and as a community. So the biggest thing with tournament power is your friendship rank. So you guys see here, Omega Shenron is friendship rank 10. So in order for you to increase your friendship rank, you want to play the Let's Fight every single day, and you also want to play book 6, you want to play part 6, book 1, chapter 8, I believe. It's the one where it's Kid Buu. I'm gonna show you guys the story right here. If you guys finish all your Let's Fights, make sure you guys grind this story like so many times, bro. This gives you so much friendship ranks facing against this Goku. So yeah, part 6, book 1, chapter 8 gives you a lot of friendship rank points as well, but you got to play it a ton of times. And if you also have Z medals, you guys can also go over here to the Z medal spot. If you do have some Z medals, you can go to others, and you guys can grind this equipment that helps boost up your friendship points as well, which is really nice. And then also, if you guys need some tournament of power equipments, make sure you guys go to the rare metal exchange shop and then exchange for some tournament of power equipments, because that's definitely going to help you survive and hit harder and tank well against these bots and enemies that we're going to be facing throughout the tournament of power walkthrough. So yeah, that's basically it with the intro. I'm definitely going to just talk about like the top 5 teams for the season, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so for the first team that's actually going to be one of the best teams is actually going to be Super Warriors again. So Super Warriors got a lot of units in Z and ST. You guys see here, I actually even filtered out with Z's and S, and Super Warriors got some solid units in there. So if we take a look at the Super Warriors team, it's basically, you can modify it and stuff, but one of the best units on there is TN. If you don't have blue TN, which a lot of people don't have blue TN, you can exchange them out with blue Krillin if you want to, or you can put in like blue Kamiklo. But those are really like TN's best like substitute units as a blue unit, because Krillin is because if you want the extra Z tier bonus, but Piccolo individually is going to be better than Krillin. He's going to be more reliable and stuff. So it depends on what you want. Do you want the extra Z tier, like extra bonus points for blue Krillin, or do you want to go with Kamiklo, someone that's more reliable, but he's not going to give you as much TOP points at the end of the day? So you go with Krillin. I also think that yellow Piccolo is back here, so he's back in the Z and S tier spot. So using him, you have nice heals right there, and then also just, you know, funneling people around them. Yajirobe, this Krillin right here, this TN right here, and then you can kind of like go to the A tiers and see and use units like Cryon, for example. Cryon has a really solid kit because he definitely heals. He heals every time he lands a blast or strike card, which is really nice. And then usually what I like to go is, I usually go to EX. Hold on, let me take out the Super Warrior spot. I usually like to put this unit in here too, this green EX Goku. But this green EX Goku actually heals as well. So I usually put this green EX Goku, but if you actually check out his kit at this turn of second 2, he heals his allies to the left and right by 5 health, and then 15 damage inflicted. So I usually kind of build a team like this in terms of my Super Warriors. Depending on the path that I choose, I might have to switch and modify it. So say for example, we're facing a lot of yellows, right? I'm not gonna bring in purple Krillin Yajirobe. I might focus on more red units. So just kind of give you guys like a team idea of how I would build like a Super Warriors team for this season. So Super Warriors team is definitely gonna be one of the teams that a lot of people are gonna be rocking, and this is how I'll kind of build my Super Warriors team. So after that, let's hop into the next team. Okay, so for the next team, we're actually gonna be talking about minions, bro. So minions, If you guys see here, I think they're actually all in Z tier. Oh no, they're all in S tier. So they're all S tier team, right? What about them is just having all the Saibamen. So if you don't have all the Saibamen maxed out when they had their free-to-play event that dropped, you could 14-star all of them and everything. So we do have a 14-star Saibamen team. You know, this is a team that's pretty solid. All of them are S tiers, so you can just pretty much just rock all 6 of them, all 6 of them here. And then for your Z tier units, you can definitely take out, let me see, you can actually probably fill in some pretty good Z tier units just to give them some extra damage. Let me see if there's any good EX units in Z tier. Let me scroll down. Okay, so there is no Z tier units. So what I will do is for the last 2, I'll probably just put 2 units that focus on heals. So I'll probably put this green EX Goku and Piccolo just to have double heals. Now I know that this yellow Saibaman heals his allies that's on the top and under him, so he heals his allies by 4, right? But if you want more heals for the team, you can play EX Piccolo and green EX Goku. So you have 3 units that can heal the team and everything. Now, like I said, not a lot of people are going to have the Saibaman team maxed out because some people don't even like playing the free-to-play event mode, have them maxed out, but they have great synergy with all each other. And this blue Saibaman is really powerful because he basically gets a guaranteed blue card every single battle that you face, which is really insane and all that good stuff. So you do have a Saibaman team. This is a pretty solid team out full S tiers, and then you can just rock these 2 healers right there, and this team should be pretty solid. So without further ado, let's hop into the next team. Okay, so for the next team, we're actually gonna be talking about GT. Now GT definitely has some solid units in here. Now the biggest units that I actually kind of want to talk about is probably going to be, let's actually go and filter by Z tier first. Let me see who's in the Z tier. Okay, so these are all the Z tier units. These are actually pretty mid. So let's go to the S tier units. First of all, we actually got to talk about the unit that you always need for GT, Super Baby 2. Super Baby 2 provides so much healing, which is really powerful for the team. You can't never go wrong with that. Now we go and filter up by S tier. They have a lot of powerful S tier units. I think that one of the biggest ones that I like is Green Baby Vegeta, because he heals himself and he also provides support damage to the units that's above him. So the fact that he heals and provides support is really nice right there. I would say having blue EX Shenron is really powerful because you guys already know how good he is. Red Majub is pretty good. If you have the Zenkai Goku, I'll give that to him as well. And then for your other units, you can go to the Z tier. You could probably take in, if I was to take a unit from Z tier, it'll probably be a unit like the 17 here. I think he's pretty solid. And then I'll probably say either Red Rildo, right? I think that there are like the best 2 Z tier units from this spot, not gonna lie to you. And then for your last unit, and we go to S tier, let me see who's actually pretty solid. You could definitely Roxy. You have a lot of yellows on this team, so I mean you do have a purple. If you want to play it safe and just have 2 C tier units on your team, adding this purple Goku wouldn't be a bad idea because he heals and he also has like high damage inflicted buffs. So something like this, you have 2 C tier units, you have 4 S tier units on this team, and then you also have 2 Z tier units on this team. So if you guys don't have certain Shenron and Oob, for example, you can go to, let me have to go to S tier. You can actually take out this Shenron and put in this, Omega out and put in Shin. And then for Oob, if you don't have Oob, we can go to the A tier, and then you can put in like Red Omega, for example, like this or something like that. So if you don't have the 2 EXs, this is probably the best substitute for them. So something like a GT team, pretty solid. You could even take out the Red Omega and just put in this yellow just for the S tier boost, which is pretty good as well. So you could probably put a team like that if you don't have the 2 EX, Oob and Omega. So yeah, this is kind of like a GT setup that I'll probably rock if you guys have a pretty good GT setup, having some Z tier, S tiers units and some people that can heal, which is pretty nice. So yeah, this is the GT setup. Let's hop into next team. Okay, so another team I actually want to talk about is going to be Androids. Androids actually has a lot of units, bro. Like this is Z and S tier, bro. Let me actually filter about Z tier. Z tier, Z tier they got some good options too, bro. So let's actually talk about Android. Now Androids, I usually don't really talk about Androids, but the fact that they just have so many pretty solid units on here, I actually want to talk about them for us. So one of the big units that I think is pretty slept on is actually this green EX18. The fact that she heals on her first turn, I believe, by like 10% is really insane. 30 damage inflicted and special move gauge charge rate is really nice at the end of first turn. So the fact that she heals herself is really powerful. And then you actually have this green 16. Green 16 is just a defensive wall, which you can never go wrong with. Now, some other units that I'll probably talk about is this red Super 13. I think after the second turn, he gets a blue card, I believe. Yeah, at the third turn, the start of the third turn, he gets a guaranteed blue card, which is really nice, really powerful. So, looking at here, I think in terms of healing, you definitely want to add this red 18 here because he actually provides some healing. You guys can check there at the end of each turn that she heals her allies by 3% and 15 damage inflicted to them by those 2 spots, which is really nice. You definitely want to have her there for sure. Now, looking at some S tier units for this team, I actually think this red 17 is really solid too, bro. You actually look at his kit, he has like high key recovery, and every time the third turn and stuff ramps up, this guy is getting more powerful. So I will actually put him there as well. And then for Z tier units, some good Z tier units that I will probably put is, you could put in Purple Cell, but I'll actually put in this blue Android 13. And then for the other unit, I'll probably put in this yellow Cell. Now the reason why I put this yellow Cell here is because at the end of the third turn, he does heal his allies by 3% and cancels abnormal conditions. So if you just want to have an extra healer, you can definitely rock him there and all that good stuff. So this is probably like an Android team. I'll probably rock something like this. For example, like I said, if they do have like a lot of purples, then definitely change this team up and put some more yellows in here and all that good stuff. But I'm just giving you guys just a basic little team that I will probably put in. For example, like having red 18 is probably a must for sure because he just surprise support and heals for the team, and then everybody else you kind of switch up and stuff. So yeah, let's hop into the last team and I'm gonna catch you guys there. Okay, so for the next best team is going to be the old reliable regen team, bro. So in terms of the Z tier units, they literally have some pretty bad Z tier units, not gonna lie to you. So I mean, I did rock EX Lord Slug for the last season, so he's actually pretty solid. And if I had to pick anybody else that's pretty good from the Z tier units, I mean, sheesh, man, who would I put? I might have to go with this Cell. The Cell, because he has a lot of debuffs to the enemy, so you're at least getting to deal more damage to the enemy, which is pretty good. So putting this EX Cell here is actually be amazing and all that good stuff. And then after that, we can then go to the S tier units. And if you go to the S tier units, bro, you pretty much have basically the same units I kind of rocked last time. So you can kind of put in green Cell right here. You can put in red Boo, and then you can put in blue EX Omega, and then you can put in yellow Piccolo because yellow Piccolo provides the heals and all that good stuff. So if you guys don't have blue Omega, you guys can go to A tier, take him out and put in either blue Kamikolo or blue Lord Slug. So that's definitely the 2 units that I'll probably rock right there. And yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it with this video. So lots of good teams. It's me, if you guys are asking me what team I'm going to put, I'm actually going to probably rock either Regen or Super Warriors. Those are probably the 2 teams I might, I'm definitely consider rocking. For sure, I definitely just got to look at my routes and everything to see how many colors are going to be, and I have to modify my team to see which team will flow well. We have a lot of like blue units. I might go with the Regen squad once again. But if there's like some other colors that's pretty dominant, like for, I don't know, another color, I might see if Super Warriors has a better team. So one of these 2 teams I'm probably going to stick with for this guide. So like I said, I gotta take a look at my route, see how many colors I'm going to be facing a lot and all that good stuff, and then I'll modify my team from there. But this is just basically just giving you some good team ideas that has a lot of S tier and Z tier units that you guys can build off of. So yeah, I hope this video helped you guys out. Make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel, and that's it with this video. It's been your boy Groove, man, and I'm out. Peace.